An entrepreneur is defined by the personal risk they take on a pursuit of a new business, bearing most of the risk, innovation, or some other form of enterprise, and adoring most of the rewards. In exchange for taking on that risk, they often profit most meaningfully from their enterprise success. The process of setting up a business is known as entrepreneurship. The entrepreneur is commonly seen as a modernizer, a source of new ideas, goods, services, and business or procedure. Note the emphasis of the phrase responsible for success or failure, as the entrepreneur is distinct from the professional manager in the sense that the former either invests his or her own resources to raise capital from external source and thus take the blame for the failure as well as reaps the rewards in case of success, where the latter or the professional manager does the job of the work assigned to him or her for a monetary consideration. In other words, the entrepreneur is the risk taker and an innovator in addition to being a creator of new enterprises, where the professional manager is simply the executor. Encik Ismail bin Ibrahim, an entrepreneur, is also a military retired who ventured into the culinary field as a chef who specialized in food service. He specialized in food service for more than 24 years and has course in food handling and hospitality to the highest level and qualified for these 22 years in the field of food preparation. The scope of the study is related to the role and encounter faced by Mr. Ismail bin Ibrahim. This scholarly writing used the primary source, which is to interview Mr. Ismail bin Ibrahim to attain information. He was a generous and approachable man, as he had given us a lot of information to complete our assignment.
The name of the entrepreneur is Ismail bin Ibrahim. He is the founder of Mirawantai Resources Company. He was born on 17 September 1975 in Kedah. He is the seventh of the 8 siblings, consisting of 5 boys and 3 girls. He grew up in Sungai Besar, Kedah. He was educated at Sungai Besar Lower Section and later Kuala Pegang Secondary Section. Furthermore, he completed his study to Executive Diploma in Management at Open University Malaysia with a CGPA of 3.96 pointer. In addition, he also learned a lot of catering at the Royal Service Corps Training Centre, such as Promise, Demi Chef, Law Management, Catering Executive, and Catering Management. This made him have a lot of knowledge and experience about the catering management, and he is very skilled in cooking various type of food. He is an officer of the Royal Malaysia Army. He has served for 22 years from June 1994 to August 2016. He has served in the field of cuisine. During Encik Ismail service as army soldier, he did a lot of service before he leaving his career as a soldier. Namely, he helping the Aceh Tsunami humanitarian aid as a cook. He also worked as a chef in conjunction with the ASEAN Nation Conference (NAM). Apart from that, he also used to work as a cook at the official residence of the head of state, and used to be a food advisor to the army. In addition, he won a gold medal in the free kitchen category in the ATM culinary competition, and also represent the army in the Battle of the Chef, Asia Food Festival, until he won a bronze medal in the carving category.
Mira One Touch Resource is the name of the company. This company has been in operation more than 60 years and still continue to do so until now. The company's management is a regular individual who conducts the firm on a small scale to fulfill the family's need. Before this, owner of Mira One Touch Resource is former retired military who has courses in food and hospitality to the highest level as a chef, as well as assisted by family members. The company was not always as large as it is now because its founder began by accepting orders from public people. The general public is the company's target market. This company located at 4225F Kampung Selayang Lama, 168,100 Batu Cave, Kuala Lumpur. Our company is maintained by highly qualified managers and former military retirees, and all have courses in the field of catering as well as have more than 22 years of experience in this field. There are many employees work here. Mira One Touch Resource workforce is highly experienced in preparing traditional Malay dishes, vegetarian meal, and Chinese and other foods. Apart from having expertise in catering and food preparation, we also have expertise in handling decoration management work, hall layout, and managing VIP events, as well as managing school canteens and cafeterias.
In this report, the information given was about entrepreneur's life before he started the business. Based on the interview, Encik Ismail was an former soldier who worked in the field of the chef for 22 years before starting the venture. Next, Encik Ismail said that he studied the culinary courses at certificate and diploma levels. According to the interview, he used to work at a hotel as a chef for 2 years, and he is also actively pursuing an entrepreneurship course with the Malaysia Association of Islamic Entrepreneurs. This is because he wants to help the strengthen to the field of entrepreneurship among the Muslim Malays. Based on the information given, Encik Ismail, he had the intention of becoming an entrepreneur starting at the age of 18, even though he didn't come from a wealthy family or a family with an entrepreneurial background. This means that the previous working experience as a chef led him to become as an entrepreneur. Thus, the passion in culinary inspired him to start a business, and he is one of the entrepreneurs who grabbed the opportunity to succeed with the knowledge and experience. This part, I will show you about the entrepreneur's life when he wanted to start the venture. According to the interview, the primary motivation to start up the business comes when Encik Ismail has a strong desire to challenge himself in culinary. This means that he wants to explore new things and he doesn't want to stay in comfort zone in his life. Next, he also shared information about his goals while building the business. Based on the answer given, Encik Ismail said he wanted to be a successful and famous entrepreneur at a young age. And at the same time, Encik Ismail shared about the risk orientation at early startup. He said that he was struggling when opened the business for the first time. On top of that, his business less well received due to people still do not know about his company, services, and so on. The interviewer has asked Encik Ismail about if he has networking that can help him to expand the business, and he answered he was using social media as a platform to connect the people and to his business. He also said about catering is in his business plan. Hence, he always ready to bear all the risk in anything because he knows the starting isn't easy and full of challenges.
In conclusion, we can know more clearly the ins and outs of the business done by these entrepreneurs. This can be an inspiration to us if we want to venture into business. With a strong spirit, Mr. Ismail, this business is able to survive until now and also receive recognitions from the former military of the corporation. Although Mr. Ismail is former soldier, he is very experienced in preparing meals and also the expertise in catering. In addition, we also learned that Encik Ismail has volunteered to provide tsunami humanitarian aid in Aceh by becoming a cook there. Finally, the success factor of Encik Ismail's course in the food and hospitality to a high level as a chef have driven him to achieve this success. The company also the highly qualified and former military retirees and has a course in catering with more than 22 years of experience in food preparation. So it is not surprising the Mira One Touch Resource Company achieved some high international recognitions such as the APT2013 Gold Medal Culinary Competition and Chef Bronze Medal 5 at the ASEAN level in 2014 and so on.
Okey, Encik Ismail, saya ingin bertanyakan beberapa soalan kepada Encik. Okey, soalan pertama, boleh Encik Ismail ceritakan sedikit tentang latar belakang Encik?
Saya yang daftar nama Encik Ismail, umur 46 tahun, bangsa Melayu dan menetap di Kuala Lumpur.
Okey, apakah nama syarikat yang Encik usahakan?
Syarikat yang saya usahakan adalah Mira One Touch Resources.
Okey, bilakah syarikat Encik ditubuhkan dan berapa lamakah Encik telah menjalankan perniagaan ini?
Syarikat ini ditubuhkan pada tahun 2016. Jadi hingga sekarang dah 6 tahun dah.
Bagaimanakah Encik memulakan perniagaan ini?
Saya memulakan perniagaan ini dengan menerima tempahan catering secara kecil-kecilan dan berniaga di tepi-tepi jalan.
Okey, apakah faktor yang membawa kepada Encik memulakan perniagaan?
Faktor yang membawa kepada saya memulakan perniagaan ini pada asalnya saya memulakan sebagai part-time. Masa saya bekerja dulu semua untuk menampung keperluan keluarga yang semakin meningkat. Lepas itu selepas itu saya menjadi minat dalam perniagaan yang macam ini, kerana hasilnya lebih lumayan daripada pendapatan yang saya bekerja sebagai tentera.
Okey, Encik, apakah jenis perniagaan yang dijalankan oleh Encik dan dalam industri apa tu?
Perniagaan jenis kekhidmatan dalam industri makanan. Saya meniaga secara catering. Itu saya ada membuka kantin sekolah dan membekalkan bahan-bahan mentah kepada istana negara.
Okey, siapakah sasaran pelanggan yang syarikat Encik tetapkan?
Sasaran saya adalah pelanggan yang lebih kepada remaja yang dalam usia 20 tahun yang untuk melangsungkan majlis perkahwinan. Itu badan-badan kerajaan di Istana Negara, di BKL, badan-badan uniform.
Encik, bagaimanakah pasaran yang dijalankan oleh syarikat Encik?
Saya pasarkan dengan mempromosikan dalam saluran seperti FB, Telegram, WhatsApp, juga banyak melalui mulut ke mulut daripada kawan yang terdahulu.
Okey. Apakah pengalaman Encik semula memulakan perniagaan ini?
Pengalaman saya sebelum memulakan perniagaan ini, saya adalah seorang bekas anggota tentera yang dalam bidang chef lah. Dan saya mempunyai kursus masakan daripada tahap sijil hingga ke diploma.
Okey, Encik, soalan yang terakhir, apakah aktiviti keusahawanan yang Encik terlibat?
Saya banyak juga aktiviti keusahawanan ini. Saya selalu mengikuti kursus usahawan yang dianjurkan oleh pihak terlibat dan dari semasa ke semasa terlibat dengan gerak kerja Persatuan Usahawan Melayu Islam untuk memperkasakan orang Melayu dalam bidang perniagaan, mengikuti program-program usahawan di kawasan KL dan Selangor.
Cik, sampai di sini saja temu ramah saya. Okay, sekarang saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Encik Ismail kerana dapat meluangkan masa bersama saya.